Hi, I know I said I wouldn't do webcam videos anymore, but holy crap, you can tell I fell asleep in my makeup last night. Anyways, just a quick little comment. So I watch anime, I'm not like an obsessive anime fan, like anime is the only thing out there. There are some anime shows I enjoy, because I love animation, even though there's a lot of anime tropes I can't stand. Um, for example, I hate fan service, and I hate the fact that they draw clothes all over boobs as just like sticking in between, like that doesn't make any sense. Boobs, like clothing stretches over boobs, and like just the way anime does boobs in general. Anyways, but what I'm gonna talk about here is dubs versus subs. So so many people are like, oh no, subs are the Japanese is the way to go, like dubs suck, all this other crap. I'm like, dude, it's personal preference, and besides, I cannot stand subs, just the way you cannot stand dubs. And the funniest thing is that I see these comments on dubbed episodes on YouTube, and I'm like, why are you watching the dub if you hate it so much? Like, go watch your subs, and everybody's happy. Now, because it's, now before everyone starts bitching at me, it's personal motherfucking preference. If you prefer the subs, watch the subs. I prefer the dubs, so I watch the dubs. Now here's why I prefer the dubs. Because, first of all, it's a lot easier to get immersed in the show when I don't have to be constantly reading what everyone's saying. I find that, like, tiresome and annoying, and just, it gets old real fast. Second of all, the Japanese speaking, I don't understand a word of Japanese, and while I'm trying to read it, I'm getting, like, I'm hearing the talking in the language I don't know, so that's distracting too. So it makes it even harder to pay attention to what's going on, because I'm trying to ignore what they're saying to read what they're saying, while also trying to pay attention to what's going on. I just find that really irritating and just not a good way to enjoy a show. And biggest reason of all, I speak English, so I enjoy watching shows in English. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Yes, it was originally done in Japanese, but if there is a dub option, and like if it's, they have it out available in your native language, why not watch it in your native tongue? Like, that just makes sense to me. But again, I'm not saying that all you sub fans should like dubs now. Again, it's personal preference. If you prefer subs, then watch subs. Don't be bitching at people saying that Japanese is the only way to go and the subs are the only way to go and dubs are pieces of shit. It's like why are people so opinionated about it? Like, about how, like, do you think like dubs should just not exist? Like, that's so stupid, because the things that dubs do is that they make anime more accessible for everyone else, so that people who don't enjoy that sort of thing can watch anime and enjoy the shows, and you can both talk about the shows and everything else, because the same things are happening, and for the most part the same things are being said, not exact quotes, because again, the lip syncing and everything else. But, like, for fuck's sakes, everyone's allowed to enjoy whatever the fuck they want to enjoy. Like, they're the ones watching the show. If they wouldn't be able to watch the show because of a sub, but they can watch the show because of a dub, you both watch the same show and you can both talk about it. And another complaint that people have about watching the dub after watching the sub, like, the voices are all wrong. Like, I watched a sub and I found out, like, I watched an episode of a sub and I'm like, I fucking hate this. And I was like, oh wait, it is dubbed, cool. So then I watched that and I'm like, I can't tell who's talking in the sub, because the voices are, like, they're all speaking in a language I can't understand, so I can't pick up on the different tones of voice very well. So, and to be honest, hearing the Japanese, and I don't want to sound racist or whatever else, this is just my own personal euphonics and everything else. I am not fond of the sound of Japanese. I don't find it to be very rhythmic or smooth. It's kind of choppy, but that's me personally. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with the language, and if I'm offensive, I extremely apologize. I personally do not enjoy the sound of Japanese, so mostly because I am English and, like, French and everything else, so I'm used to, it's more probably because of what I'm used to, so I'm used to more Latin-based languages compared to more, Asian Central, so it's not very euphonic for me, so that, so I'm not really paying attention to the sounds of their voices, so I don't really notice a difference and I don't really care. Actually, I get confused as to who's talking most of the time with subs. Now again, if I've offended you, I am extremely sorry about the whole not enjoying the sound of Japanese. I don't hate it, it's just not enjoyable to listen to. So, for me, like, I love the sound of, not Quebec or French, holy fuck, but, like, even there you go, like, I don't enjoy the fucking sound of Quebec or French, and I'm half French-Canadian, like, my dad's side of the family have been, like, living in Quebec for generations and generations, but I prefer the sound of European French, so, like, it's, ugh, stuff, yeah. Well, Montreal French is nice, but I live in Gatineau, which is, like, the worst Quebecer accent. Anyways.